Hi, I'm Sonia Ward from Harmony Success Solutions. Um, I just came to discuss some of the highlights from the news bites that I heard, the recent news on the homegoing celebration for Whitney Houston, otherwise known as Nippy, who we love, we celebrate, and we will miss dearly. Um, it has been announced that the ceremony will be private, and I say to that, the family has decided to do a private homegoing celebration so that they can have the private time to be alone with Whitney and those who were closest to her. I know that a lot of people are talking about how that is such a disappointment because they wanted to memorialize her in some way. And it's, at one point, there was some talk about the Prudential Center being used to give some kind of a memorial service for those who were not directly attached to the family or knew her personally. Her funeral service is private. It will be by invitation only, and I think that is so appropriate. So appropriate. I know that for many of the celebrities who have transitioned, there were open services, and everyone that their fans, family, friends were able to attend. But this is really different, and I so appreciate this. I think that when we're born, we come here privately, and that's apropos, and that when we are born again, when we transition to life eternal, I think that it's appropriate to have that private time as well. It's not a fanfare. It is not a concert. It's not a big show. It's not showtime at the Apollo. This is a spiritual event, if I can say it that way. It will be held in Newark, New Jersey on Sussex Avenue at the New Hope Baptist Church, where Reverend Joe Carter is the pastor. However, Martin Winans will be doing the eulogy for her funeral. Go figure, there are going to be so many celebrities there. I mean, Aretha Franklin is her godmother, and she's got so many friends that are in the business that love her so dearly and that have spent so many years growing close to her and her family alone. I got to tell you, privacy is just what the doctor ordered. I was watching the news where Bobby Brown was trying to get to his daughter in LA through the airport, where he was bombarded by newscasters, and it was just so inconsiderate that people just want a story so bad that they will sacrifice your peace, your privacy, your rights as a human being who's going through something as traumatic as this. I want to say that I also stumbled upon a channel here on YouTube where the person reviewing referred to Bobby Christina as dramatic, disrespecting her mother's legacy for falling apart the way that she did. And I mean, gosh, I was so taken back by that. I just, people, and then the comments that came behind it, that they agreed about it, it's just awful. It's just, it lets you know that all you need is one ringleader, and people will just join right in and synchronize to agree on something that is absolutely ridiculous. People lose their jobs, and they need classes for coping skills. They need counseling, all kinds of things. People lose their cars or their homes, and they're so depressed, sometimes they take their own lives. This is not a car or a home or cell phone. This is an 18-year-old's mother. This is her mom. You understand? You can replace a car or a house or whatever it is that you may lose that is of material value. But replacing something as precious as a mother is a no-can-do. Okay? Now, she feels alone, and of course she would. My mother died in 2006. I'm 46 years old. I had her for a greater length of time, but it's never long enough. I don't care if you lose your mother at 40, 50, 60, 70, or 80. It always hurts. And people who are so insensitive to that, all I can say is, you want grace and mercy in life for whatever you need it for, because God gives grace and mercy. Grant grace and mercy. Be loving and kind to others and considerate. Just put yourself in their shoes and not demand that someone return to life in a business as usual posture. It's not real. We are not robots. We are not puppets. We are not programmed. We are not the Matrix Reloaded. We're real human beings. And, life is difficult, okay? It's very, very difficult. Please give this young girl a break. Give Bobby Brown a break. Stop trying to figure out if his position as a husband contributed towards what happened to Whitney. None of that stuff matters. At the end of the day, a child was born, and her mother named her Whitney Houston, and her father named her Whitney Houston, and they raised her in the church, and she came to know someone called Jesus, and she loved him, and he touched her, and he anointed her, and he gave her a voice to sing, and she used her voice, and she used her voice to lift him up, okay? And then she became nationally recognized for this brilliant gift that God placed inside of her. And she didn't bury the gift. She shared it. She shared that gift liberally. And so that's what matters. And what matters is your heart. God measures the heart. The man looks on the outer appearance, but God measures the heart. Whitney's heart as a mother, as a caring person, as an artist. So I am so glad that the family decided to have a private homegoing celebration for Miss Whitney Houston. I think it's super duper appropriate, and I respect it 110%. Now, there's always a way that we, as friends and fans and family members, rather by blood, by spirit, or just by connection from what we received from her, that gave us a greater closeness to her through her artistry, because music is so powerful. The voice is so powerful. God planted voices to do a ministry, to do a work, to be as medicine, to heal, deliver, and set free. And no doubt she had the voice that did that. So I understand the sincere and genuine connection that many will have with her that had never even met her. Celebrate her in your good memories. Celebrate her by ushering prayers towards her family. They need peace, they need strength, and they need healing. And so you can play a part in all of that by praying towards the family. Decide to dedicate, hey, every Monday and Tuesday I'm going to pray for that little girl, Bobby Christina. Every Wednesday I'm praying for sister, I'm praying for the cousins, the family. Because they will need it. And you can never pray too much for anyone. God will bless you for what you invest in the way of prayer. You understand? So there is a strong way that you can memorialize her, and that is by tapping into the strength that you have and that you can audibly speak out. You see, words have power, and when so many people release negative words, they're hurtful, but we have the power to combat those negative words. We have the power to cancel those negative seeds that are being planted in the ears of those who are listening, who are witnessing, who are the audience, who are the family members, the loved ones. Let us who have faith, let us who are believers speak life towards the family and celebrate Whitney and say, heaven smile upon her, because she is no longer in the body. She is now with the Lord. This means With Whitney being an angel, it's your turn to sing. Okay? You can now sing. You can sing and make a sweet, sweet noise in the ear of the Lord where Whitney can hear you, because I'm sure that she by now is one of the leading angels up there singing and worshiping in a new dimension. Thanks for listening. I'm Sonia Ward for Harmony Success Solutions. You can find me at www.soniawardempowers.com or harmonysuccesssolutions.com. That would be www.harmonysuccesssolutions.com. Thanks for listening. Please understand that the family is entitled to privacy, and that you do have a voice and you do have a choice. You can use your voice, the words that you speak, the things that you blog and you type, all of that to empower the family. I'm sure at some point they will hear you, feel you. If not, the waves of your prayer will make a difference. Thank you for listening. God bless.